Hello.
Oh, Craig. What the Craig?
He just slides in like that. He's a narc, man. I'm telling you, he's a
Yeah,
fed. He just
Craig.
shows in, starts recording. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
Craig, you just
I'm
sneaking in like unconsensually. Wow, rude. Jesus.
it's sliding into my DMs, no less, as
Right?
it is too, right?
Right? And then he's just like so demanding. Like, by the way,
Yes,
bitch, we're recording.
Mhm.
I'm recording
exactly.
you. Yeah. Yeah. For my Craig Hub account. Like
So,
you dirty, dirty bear. You dirty.
so anyway,
Jeez.
this evening, kind of continuing with the holiday theme that we did Sunday, we thought we would talk about New Year's and what we do because we're such a diverse and eclectic bunch of people. We have different things I'm sure we do. Some of us live in big cities, and then some of us live out in a holler in the middle of nowhere. So we just thought we'd kind of take a little bit of time this evening and kind of talk about what our holiday or New Year's Eve plans are, what we traditionally do, what we don't do, and things like that. So tonight we've got, of course, you heard Pizzle cussing Craig. So Jessica Pizzle is with us this evening. Gigi Harts is with us as well, and of
Hello.
course DMax.
Yo, yes, it's true. I'm
Yes,
here.
hi. Yes, I am.
Yeah,
Kinda.
hello.
That
Sorry.
is
Well, actually,
that
yeah,
is my name.
that is in fact yes, that
Yeah.
is in fact my name is DMax. Yeah. So today actually was supposed to be my topic, but I just totally dropped the ball. It's the end of the year, and so there's a lot
Yeah.
going on. People are
Yeah.
busy. It's trying to like a
Yeah.
mad dash before you get into the actual holiday, and sometimes you just got a lot on your mind. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, so I do apologize for that, but I think it's a good thing to every once in a while just, have a nice little thing where we're not just talking about somebody ruining their online career or, finding out that through the course of a video that they're a cuck or something of that nature. It's probably just nice just every once in a while to have more of a wholesome kind of just like, yeah, this is nice. This is something nice. So I guess I'll start.
Good.
Well,
Please
before
do.
you start,
Yeah,
can you
sure.
actually, I think we should also address, I mean, I believe in, kind of sending off the previous year. So maybe we could talk about something we enjoyed about 2023.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay. I can start on that too. So, for me, beyond all of the headache that the online space can be, I have famously, I guess, kind of came back into commentary and doing this whole thing. 2023 was really my year back. I mean, I guess I kind of started poking my head in around this time last year into commentary. But when I finally made a break onto now recording, which was sometime in January, I think. Um, that's when everything started coming back, and I started getting more notoriety and more attention, and stop being just like random video game Twitch streamer number 556,000, 10 billion or whatever, right? The number is. Um, so I guess like I don't know. For me, I feel like I'm gonna look back on 2023 in years to come, and I'm just gonna like see it for like the crazy wild ride that it's been. Um, a lot of ups and some downs, but mostly ups. And it's just yeah, I don't know. I worked really hard. That's the thing. That's kind of, I guess, maybe if for any reason why I'm just kind of in this more like just kind of like kind of thing that I'm in at the current moment. It's just because like I worked really hard today. I did stuff, and I sat and I was trying to think of a topic. I've been trying to think of a topic for today's show, and just I kept on coming back to like I I've just been working really really hard. Like I just um and I'm proud of all the work that I've done, but I haven't really, sorry, not to keep going on this. I hate to take up, all the time and everything, but last year my New Year's resolution was to pay attention to myself more. and to do things that were good for me and not just good for other people or anything like that. And to a degree, I feel like I have kind of met that. But at the same time, I feel like there have been times where I probably should have remembered that a little bit more and maybe should have just paid attention more to like my own, directly my own thing. Because as much fun as I have, with you guys on Clear as Mud, and I love you guys, and as much fun as I've had with Now Recording, it's hard. It's been hard being on the grind that I've been on, and it's unfortunate because I got a lot of ideas for things that I would like to do for myself. So I think maybe I'm gonna maybe for next year I'm gonna kind of renew that my 2023 a New Year's resolution and just kind of maybe refine it a little bit more and be like, no, just do some more of your own stuff. I think that would make me a little bit happier. So not unhappy. It's been a good year, all things considered. But yeah. So I don't know if that answers the question. I've been ranting for a minute. Somebody else talk, please.
That does answer the question. See, in my head, I was like, what was the funnest drama of 2023? But you could be serious about it. That's fine.
I'm sorry. Well, the funnest drama, shit, I don't know. Damn, actually, I didn't even think about a fun drama. Damn, has there been any fun dramas this year? Actually, all of them.
They were all fun at one point. They just, a lot of them became unfun.
Hold on. There was a drama, that was freaking hilarious this year. Oh my God, what was it? Hold on. It was, oh my God, what was it? Yeah. I swear to God.
No, while she looks for that, I will say, and I'm gonna think about the funnest drama because even though it was my question, I didn't think of an answer. I will say 2023 was one of those interesting years. I feel like I didn't intend at the start of it to get into commentary in any way. I was just like, oh, that seems like a fun thing to do. Let's do that for a while. And
right.
Boy, have I learned some things.
Yeah. Right.
Speaking
it's an interesting
for myself,
place to just wind up. Yeah.
I think probably and funnily enough, funnily is that a word?
Funny enough.
Funny enough, it was one that myself and D.Max was actually involved in that I thought was actually, it was a lot of fun. It was hilarious. Was the one with Milltown. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't a serious one. It was just
not really. Yeah.
It was nonsensical. It was.
Yeah.
Well,
it was very black and white.
Yeah,
it was very that's the thing too, is that there wasn't a lot of debate. It was just like you either think this or you don't, and so it's easier just to kind of get to like the root of it. You didn't need to bring out like a chalkboard with like string and sticky notes and stuff to keep track of that one. It was pretty much just like, here it is. Here's the screenshot. Boom. There.
Yeah.
Boom,
it wasn't a Charlie and Sunny in Philadelphia scene. It wasn't, with the strings. All that. And, and all things considered, I don't think looking back, I don't think Milltown he's not like this evil, maniacal person. I just, his goals and metrics by which he measure things doesn't measure up to mine. And that's fine. That's cool, whatever. Right. I just thought it was, it was just kind of some fun little things that happen. And,
I don't think I would have been able to say this at the time when that was happening, but I kind of feel as though, maybe this isn't even the right word. I'm not even sure if I should say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think Milltown's pretty earnest.
Okay, I will say, I think he believes.
Let me look up that word again just to make sure, because I'm trying to remember.
Earnest just means that he's honest, right? He's not.
Is that what it is?
Earnest just means he believes what he says, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just that he has conviction in what he's saying, I guess is what I mean to say. Because I looked it up and it said one of the definitions that comes up is serious in speech or action, eager, urgent. That's him. That's what I mean. I guess I wouldn't have said it before.
I don't agree necessarily with some of the routes that he took or things like that, but that was his choice to make, right? It was always his choice to make. Um, you know, and I think he knows that some of those choices, looking back, probably were not the best. And but we'll always have "When Doves Cry" as a video on my channel where he called in and went toe to toe with you and Xylee. And hey, kudos to him for that.
It was a fun moment. Yeah, no,
It was.
that takes. He took it
he
well. Like I really don't think that he didn't take it well. Like I gotta say, I gotta give him props for that. Like we are probably two of the hardest. We're probably two of the hardest people to have blood sports with, and he did take us both on. So
yeah. So he climbed into the lion's den, and now he came out with some cuts and scrapes and bump bruises, but anyway. So to me, that was probably one of the funniest, more lighthearted dramas. I would say that wasn't really serious or anything at the end of the day. But I look back over this last year. I have been making content for off and on for a while, right? And was producing for Dave and was, really enjoying all that and stuff. And I just, in a whim, in December, probably in around this time, I think, last year, decided to start just doing my little morning show, and it really has taken off. And, my, fans, viewers, supporters, whatever you want to call it, my little community of coffee beans, has accomplished a lot this year. We've helped a lot of people. We have intentions of helping a lot more people in the future. I was able to strong arm D.Max into coming back into this insanity.
That's true.
So,
and you strong armed me and coming back too. Both of you.
That's true. Yeah, that did happen. God,
so,
that was this year.
Yeah, because I was done. I was done.
She was done.
So
She was done.
Anyone listening being like, I can't believe Jessica came back from that, you can blame D.Max and Peepaw.
Yeah.
It was literally them. It was literally them. That meme of the dude like singing the song to the chick and then she's all mad, but then she gets happy. That was literally them. 100%.
And you know what? And I was just telling D.Max this the other day. So, D.Max and I were having one of our philosophical conversations, as we do from time to time. And while D.Max and I do not see eye to eye on everything, I'm going to say probably 90% of the time we do see eye to eye.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I sometimes think we kind of have an echo chamber. And I am so thankful that I've gotten people like Jessica and Gigi and Seth who do not think anything at all like Max and I. And
are more than welcome to speak that. Like I think
they do.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I mean is like, and they're like, it's not even like we have to, shake it out of you guys. You just do. And that's a pretty valuable thing.
It is. And I'm honestly, sometimes I'll be honest with you. Some of the times when it's going on, if I could reach through the internet and grab you, I would throttle you. I'm not even lying how bad I would throttle you. But
it doesn't feel good, but it's right.
But then
it is good.
And the thing of it is I don't always necessarily agree with your positions or your stances, but what you do is you give me a different perspective to look at. And it sometimes gets me to move from the position that I was in and my thinking to where it's a little bit different. And I'm like, okay, all right, I see that. And that is very valuable to me, because I want people that will push back on me and challenge my thoughts and challenge my positions, because either my positions are rock solid and they're right, or they're not. And if they're not, then I want to be moved off of them, And so that's one of the things that I'm extremely thankful for this last year, is that I've had these very strong women that has came into my inner circle that I can, bounce things against and fight
it's against. Just so crazy. I'm sorry. It's just so funny to think that you you just had Banana. Like that was all. It was just you and Banana, and then Banana had to abscond, and then you got like 3, hard-headed women.
Yes. Yes.
And a brony, who's also just as hard-headed, maybe even doubly.
Yeah. So
to fill in, and
hard-headedness is not an insult.
it's not. No.
It's
Oh
not.
no,
It's,
I'm very
Yeah.
hard-headed, and it's
yeah.
it's a code word for strong, independent woman.
Yes.
Exactly.
No, exactly. No, it really is.
Yeah.
It really, really
Yeah.
is. It's because
100%.
it's really, you know what it is? And this is something that I actually have come to not really love, or something I have observed
Yeah.
since I have entered commentary, which is, I guess, last year. And hopefully everybody can leave it in last year, is
Yeah.
the lack of conviction from some people.
Yeah.
It's just
100%.
that, like, I want to see conviction. Like, I can swallow a take or an opinion that I don't like.
Yep.
But what I can't do is I cannot take limp-wristed, like, you're just saying this to placate me, or stuff like that. It's like I'd rather somebody tell me something I don't want to hear, but I know that it's honest and from the heart, than somebody tell me something I want to hear, but it's fake and it was nonsense the whole time. You know what I mean?
When they wet the finger and stick it there to see which way the wind's blowing.
Yeah, I like that.
No, I cannot stand that.
Rather not.
I would
not.
rather. I actually have more respect for somebody that will stand their ground and disagree with me than to just placate and just say yeah, and then later on you hear them out talking or whatever in another stream or whatever, and it's 180 out from where they were at, and you're like, huh, what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's always a fun time.
But no, I again, like I said, I could not be happier. This podcast, we hit, I think maybe we had, I'd have to go back and look at the actual analytics, but I think I don't even think we had a full 200 subs when Banana left and the changes in staffing occurred. And now, guys, we're pushing almost 600 subs. We're literally knocking on the back door of 600 subs. And guess what? That is all to you guys. Because it is. I'm going to tell you why it is. It's because we have brought in such different dynamics and personalities that the people come in to listen to hear us, and it's actually entertaining and fun. Banana and I were too much alike, and it was just basically two grumpy dudes just griping about stuff. And
I think they come they're coming in also just to hang out with us. I think especially I'll speak for myself, I guess. The last few episodes, especially the last few lives, it definitely has felt like meeting up with friends and talking about the stuff, which is always what I've really enjoyed about this community prior to stepping to this side of things. And it's nice. It's nice when we can all hang out and talk our weirdness, and it doesn't have to be necessarily super dicey or super serious. And and I don't know that we have any of the responsibility that sometimes people like to place on a podcast like now recording. I don't think they're looking to clear as mud necessarily in the same way, and I think that gives us some freedoms that are nice in terms of being a chill Sunday and Thursday.
Trust me, now recording wishes that they had that still. That is something, actually, a conversation that comes up quite a bit is they want to keep their feet on the ground. They kind of lament the idea that one day the channel might have tens of thousands of subscribers and stuff. They don't want it. Like they don't. I'm not kidding that they don't want it. They've been very open that they don't want it.
Yeah.
So
that's fair.
But anyway.
So Pizzle, what are your thoughts about this last year?
So the funniest drama was the Rosanna Pacino dream drama where she got mad because she got cut. She got edited out of a video.
Oh yeah.
You mean Mr. Beast? You mean
Mr. Beast? Yeah,
Mr. Beast. Yeah,
Mr.
okay,
Beast.
yeah.
I said Dream. My bad. I'm also in like Dream Brain because Dream just released.
Oh yeah.
Right. He's got that hour long. Yeah.
But no,
that was a good one because again, it was another one where that one was a little bit more Charlie Day though, where it's like you kind of had to, if you really wanted to get into the weeds of it, you had to go like, okay, well, what happened at what time or whatever. But her story is just so stupid.
It was such a stupid drama that got blown so far up, and it was just so funny. I was like, bro, you were in 4th place, and then because somebody else got disqualified, then you want to be like, well, no, I'm in 3rd place, and you didn't show that I was in 3rd. Like, oh my God, cry about it. Jesus Christ. Go back to the kitchen.
Oh my God. Jesus.
But that was the funniest, and it was so funny because it involved nobody, and it was such a minuscule, like, nothing burger drama, but it was so funny because it was a nothing burger drama, and it was huge because it was a huge creator going after a massive creator. It was just great. I loved it.
Well, to that point though, anytime there's now a Mr. Beast drama, I actually kind of am here for it because it's always so like unhinged. It's so ridiculous. Because Mr. Beast is such a like benign creator. Like I just feel like the guy could really like. I feel like if he tried to do wrong, I don't think Mr. Beast could really do wrong. He's like that kind of guy, and so that's just always a lot of fun.
I loved it. I love
Yeah,
it.
every time that he's in a
There's so much
drama
fun.
now, it just turns out that the other party is being a little bit overzealous, and
Yes.
Mr. Beast would just kind of happen
Assuming
to be
too
there.
much. Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that is
Every
actually
time.
exactly it. He's just there. It's not. He
He's
didn't even do anything.
yeah.
He was just there.
He was just there, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, Mr. Beast, cancel cancel him! Oh my God, he made blind people see again. Cancel him! Oh my God,
He gave water to he gave water to Africans. He must be racist. It's like, huh?
Cancel him. Oh my God." He used the picture of a well. They don't use wells anymore, Mr. Oh my God, it's so. I love
the misinformation
I know
on these Mr. Beast videos.
Okay.
I know
Hang on.
Mr. Beast is probably so irritated with it, but I love a Mr. Beast drama.
Let's not forget that one of the very first streams or anything that D.Max did was he actually interviewed one of Mr. Beast's detractors who actually thinks he is the Antichrist.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a fun interview.
I think I watched that.
That was so crazy. That dude.
Yeah, that guy. I don't know if he's still. I'm sure. You know what? Honestly, I'd love to go back and look at his channel now and see how much more he's grown because that guy. I think Riv and I talked about that guy. Between ourselves because I just honestly after that interview, I couldn't make heads or tail of whether the guy was actually nuts or if he was. Playing a bit. I kind of think maybe the truth is somewhere in between in the middle, but either way, I think he was playing a bit to a degree. If he was, it was a very, very honestly, I mean, if you don't mind doing that, like kind of a brilliant idea because it's so easy just to garner, like there's always an anti-community. There's always people out there that don't like a particular person. Absolutely. And so just to scoop them all up with something that outrageous and so ridiculous and over the top, I feel like was an interesting move.
I think the dude, honestly and truthfully, he took the stance he's taken is really good for views.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's a brilliant idea. In terms of views.
Right. Yeah. So the haters of Mr. Beast would tune is right. He's trying to mimic the miracles of Christ. Yeah, he's
right.
And then the people who support Beast are like, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. And the whole time he sat back going, watching those view counters going up and saying, come on, sweet check.
And all he's got to do every once in a while is just go in and stir the pot a little bit and be like, you're wrong and stupid. And then these people will just blow him up in the comments again. And it's just like, it's brilliant.
It's cheating,
but it's brilliant.
Yeah. And some of the little facial tics and things that he does that kind of makes you think he's unhinged. I'm going to tell you, the dude is I swear to God, he's like a method actor. And he is playing these people. So I don't think
he tried to argue. He tried to argue to me that when he was spazzing out one time that he was doing Morse code with his eyeballs so that he could convey a message that he wasn't allowed to say because he was in some sort of a legal dispute. Yeah. Like it was like the things this guy said to me in this interview, it was nuts. It was just nuts, but he never broke. I think he broke character one time. I think I got him to break character once.
Yeah, I think right at the very end and stuff, when the stream was ending, whatever. I don't think he was really paying attention. It was still kind of, and he kind of dipped his head and he smiled like okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, okay.
All right. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so
But yeah,
funny.
no, I agree with Jessica though.
Yeah.
All the Mr. Beast stuff is really funny. All of that.
Oh yeah, 100%,
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
So
Yes. Oh my
But
god.
Jessica, you didn't say what
Yeah.
do you typically do for New Year's?
Oh, so well, so here in California, like it's so weird. Like in when we were in Virginia and we had like all our family friends and whatnot, and our bar that we always went to that was really close to the house, we would just always go there, and there was a dart tournament. And there's always a dart tournament here in California too at the other bar. But the last 2 New Year's we just kind of chilled at home, and it's actually been great because where our apartment is, you can go out the front door or you can stand at the balcony, and there's fireworks. Like it's like almost right in
Oh,
front
that's
of you.
good. Yeah.
They're like right, and they're everywhere, and it's great every single year. And so usually we've been just chilling at home. And
That's kind
so
of the
I
best
don't
though,
know.
because then you can drink as much as you want and you don't have to worry about it. You know, you just
Yeah.
like walk in, plop yourself down, you're good to go.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. I don't know what we usually, because it's always a toss up of whether or not go out to the dart tournament or stay at home. We don't ever plan it until it happens. Like we're not big planners at all. It's always, in Virginia, it was always like, this is what we're doing because it's what we do every year. Here, it's, well, I don't know. We'll figure it out when the time comes, see what we want to do. But yeah, so I mean, there's just that. I mean, we just whatever we do. I mean, me and Scott pretty much just like hanging out with each other. So I mean, we have a great time together as is. I know, it's so great. We have a really great time together. And we have a lot of fun together. So wherever we go or whatever we decide to do for New Year's is always gonna be fun. Sometimes we'll go and go to a fireworks show place, but it's always better here in the apartment because I'm telling you, they're close. The fireworks are close, and they're big, and they're great, and it's California and fireworks, man.
I missed that about Orlando because it was the same thing. It was like I didn't have to leave, I didn't have to go anywhere. It was just the fireworks were right there in downtown Orlando.
Yeah,
I don't have that this year though, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. But
yeah,
we'll see.
And then one of my this year, like my yearly wrap up is, holy crap, did I blow up this year thanks to Peepaw and DMax. Oh my god. Like
you've
been killing it. You've been killing it.
Yeah, no, that's all you.
No, because I wouldn't have come back had it not been for y'all. And two, I got, when me and DMax got invited to the podcast, I was like we did the co-host thing, and that was like so stupid fun, and it was great, and we were just like vibing off of each other so wonderfully. And then like when people, when you were like, hey, I was thinking about having you guys on permanently, I was like, oh my god, yes, that's so awesome. And then I also got the Low Gals podcast, and like me and Leia,
that's been fun too.
Like it's been so fun. Me, Leia, and Liana, it's just girls like sit there.
It was meant to be. It was always meant to be.
I agree.
Talking and just gabbing, and I love it. And so like this podcast is where like I can also gab, you know what I mean? But like it's like me and DMax play off on the funny a lot, and I love it. And then like there's the Low Gal podcast, and then even like the Cry About It podcast with Matt Pitt. Like that's great. It's fun because like Matt's such a chill dude, and like I'm such a chaotic person, and it's just funny. And then I don't my channel's been blowing up. And I'm determined.
You even learned how to edit a little bit. Like, and on top of it, this is a little bit of news. I mean, maybe by the time this comes out there, this will have already happened. So I can say this here, and this will be even more pressure for you to do it. And Jessica, you're going to learn how to live stream soon. So
Yeah,
live streams on the horizon.
Yep, I told people, look, I'm off Friday. I'm gonna need you to back me into a corner and force me to get on a call with you and teach me how to go live. And I told him, I was like, and I even told Scott, and I was like, because like I don't wake up to my alarm. Okay, I just smack my phone every time I smack it. I just smack my phone, and the alarm stops going off until the next alarm goes off. And I have like 4, and they're set up to go off at 5-minute intervals, each of them. And I will not wake up to them. So Scott has to call me in the morning because I'll wake up to his phone call. And
That's a good man.
And so I told people, I was like, look, I can't even adult IRL, so you're gonna have to force me to adult and just freaking go live. So hopefully by, I don't know, Friday I'll be learning, so who knows when I will actually do it. I mean, I might actually, after I learn how to do it, might actually do a short little tiny live that
Jessica,
I hope nobody watches and nobody comes into.
All of us know that the moment that you start live streaming, nothing's gonna stop you. There's just nothing. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be big things. I think you're gonna do it, and I don't think you're ever gonna stop. And I think it'll be great for you. And I think I'm here for it. I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, I think I've always wanted to, because like I can go live and just gab about anything, and there doesn't need to be like a certain drama going on or something like that.
yeah.
And so like, but like when I'm just making videos, like I have to have something to make a video about, for the most, like, and so I think, and I think that it will help with my subscribers, because a lot of them don't have Twitter, so they, the only time they interact with me is on my videos. So, right. which is fine. I've always told everyone, don't ever get Twitter. That's for us mentally ill people. That's where we go to be mentally ill, pseudo anonymously. So,
right.
But yeah, no, I mean, like this year's been pretty great. Scott started working at a great job. That was better than his last one. And so money's been better. We're catching up on everything that we got really, really behind on before. That's a slow process. There's some things that I just put on the back burner as in like, you might get caught up depending on what tax come back. Okay. But other than that, like everything's been pretty good. And then I got comfortable with myself, when I came back, and I really do credit people on DMax a lot with that, because like they made me feel comfortable with being me and giving my opinions without worrying about what other people thought, and it actually worked out freaking really well.
We've turned you into a monster. You're completely content brain now.
Absolutely turned me into
but
a
I would not have
now.
it any other way.
I am so content brained on everything, and I absolutely love this podcast, and I love Gigi, and I love Gigi's, like, she's like the peacekeeper hippie, and I love people being like the old wise men, and I love D.Max being like D.Max feeding off of my energy, and I feed off D.Max's energy, and I love Seth's goblin mode. Like, it's great, and it's been really, really great, and yeah, and I want to thank you guys, all of you, for letting me be a part of it, because it's great. Mm-hmm.
I just want to say that if the people in my IRL life, especially the people I work with, heard anyone describe me as a peacekeeper, they would have a big old laugh.
Well, that's because
such a good laugh.
They're sane and they don't know the insanity that goes on online. So, like, into the online world, you are a big peacekeeper.
Yeah, it's an order of magnitudes.
Yeah.
It's in comparison.
It's comparison.
That tracks.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. In comparison to me, who who has decided Matt Pitt doesn't know how to stir drama enough. I need to do it. I need to do it better.
Somebody's
But
gotta. Yeah.
somebody's
And then
got
we
to
should
stir
probably-
the pot.
I mean, I don't know that you can because, as we all know, commentary is dead now.
Right.
It's
True.
died. It's been dead.
That's what everybody keeps saying.
And you know, in its place, from its ashes will arise. What are we now? Tea community,
Can
I
we-
guess.
Yeah, well, you know, it's hard because like, sorry, I just because you mentioned that, I don't really love, I don't love that the people in commentary are going around and saying that, you know, like I think that like I get the bit and I get the joke and I understand the reality too, but as a ghost, you know. I don't like that everybody's trying to steal my bit. All right, I don't like that at all. No, it's not even that. It's just like legitimately. The thing is that like you can't kill off a genre. You can't kill off a community of people that are still around. You know, I think that there's some truth to that notion, but I would just say that like to anybody who hears that and gets maybe derailed from that or feels like, oh, what's the point? Like, why should I even try in this thing or should I even make a video if that's the case? The One Piece is real, you know. Like it's still out there. There are creators out there that do this, and they're alive and kicking. And it may be in a different form that it has been, but that's just the nature of things. Things are going to evolve and take different shapes and forms and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I rhetorically, I guess I would say, yeah, commentary is dead. But in actuality, in reality, it will never
thriving.
die. It can't die.
We're already seeing.
Very
the
much.
beginning
It's the William Afton. It's the William Afton of YouTube genres. It just always comes back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's a
that
FNAF reference for people that get it. Yeah.
Nope, I know.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
I,
You know,
I was gonna say it's already evolving because people are already starting to poke around Twitch poll, and I see there
Yeah.
being a very big mixing of
Oh yes.
personalities, ideologies,
Nodding a tip.
formats.
I guess it's a tip of the hat to Beckett Krabs. He came in kind of recently, and he's been kind of around. I mean, he's still, I think, kind of new in terms of commentary stuff, but he comes more from the Twitch poll kind of scene.
I mean, I would say more like I honestly, I think where the Twitch poll and like commentary kind of started like cohabitating. I hate to say it, but I kind of have to credit freaking Destiny because when he started talking about drama, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then you got
it up.
Chud Logic who went from politics to just drama, you know, and it's money. That's where the money is. I mean, like politics, great, but like the money's not so much in politics. You see, like even Keffels, you know, like her viewership goes way up when she starts talking about drama.
You say that, but I'll say this right here now. I saw a certain large Mexican on a certain award show recently, and my only thought was, man, has that award show gone downhill? Like, Jesus Christ!
You know, Gigi, you say that that moment actually. Do you guys know this? Have I told you guys this yet? So I saw that. I saw somebody posted about that on X, and I reposted it, and I just said like, this is a Tipster W, because like I legitimately, I honestly thought it was like, I still think it is like, it's a wholesome moment. He wasn't taking himself too seriously, which I think is when Tipster is at his best. And he just was making a joke out of it, and he was just there to have a good time. And, you know, he got everybody to say the line, Bart. So, you know, I think that was great. And so I said, you know, Tipster W, I retweeted it, Tipster W. And Tipster, I guess, saw that on Twitter because I'm one of the only Now Recording boys that is not blocked by Tipster. And he retweeted it, and he liked it, and he followed me back. So now at the end of the year, I'm ending off 2023. I can't believe I'm saying this, with a Tipster follow. And that it just feels funny. It feels good, honestly, to a degree. It feels kind of good. It's funny.
All right. Since you brought this up, since I have a question.
Okay.
All right. So Tipster leaning into the meme, right? Because Ethan and those guys had added his little sound bite of him saying, cheers, homie.
My dude.
Cheers, my dude. Love ya, no homo, right?
Right.
And so they made that part of their soundboard or whatever, right? And so anyway, they got in touch with him. He did the opening, which I agree with you. I think it's fine, right? We cannot ever take ourselves so damn serious that we can't laugh at ourselves, right? And just embrace, especially if we become a meme about things.
I disagree, but that's fine.
Okay.
Listen, I hear where you guys are coming from on that one. I totally do. I don't think maybe the audience doesn't know this, but I'm probably the most self-righteous of the bunch, and I'm working on it. Okay, but at the moment, I'm still, I'm still probably in at an 11 out of 7. And yeah, no, I was like, I really was. Come on, dude. Like,
okay,
I get it. I get it. That's fine if you're good with that. But for me, it was a little.
Okay.
You thought it was pathetic. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So that kind of, but along what Gigi's saying, you had some creators like Nick DeOrio that puts out this, tweet where he's got the little thing and he's talking about how, he just was talking about how Ethan was not funny and I have to take it all back or whatever,
right.
Whatever.
Oh, fuck, dude. No. I've just been noted. I'm sorry. I just made a whole tweet making fun of Ethan and saying he wasn't funny. And hold on. He opened this show like this.
What is up, everyone? Tipster here. Well, as some of you HD fans know, I'm the guy who says, "Cheers, my dudes. Love ya." And I would just like to take a moment to thank you all for joining us for the Streamy Awards tonight, live at the Dolby Theater. Now, before we keep things off here, I want you all to take a moment to make a toast with me. So if you got yourself a drink, go ahead and raise it for me. And at the count of 3, I'm going to have you all do a good cheers, my dudes, for me. Got it? Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Cheers, my dudes! Okay, now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and let's get this show started.
Thank God he beat his alcoholism, dude.
And then Tipster turns around and quote tweets that, right? Saying, listen, dude, if you're going to, what was it? Something along the lines, if you're going to suck my dick that hard, at least make sure I come or something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah. So here's my question, right? So who coped and molded harder in that situation?
Everybody except for Tipster. The entire fucking holy crap. Like,
it's pretty embarrassing.
Like, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all coped so hard. And the thing is that nobody mentions is Bowblax was a meme on H3H3 too. Okay. And Bowblax is a meme on H3H3. And Bowblax tries to lean into his meme as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Holy crap. But you know what? You know who got invited to a big ass stream with over 50,000 viewers to open? Tipster. Sorry, Bowblax.
And
cope
that
about
whole audience, that whole audience knew who he was. That was the thing that was the most impressive to me.
Yes. Yeah.
And that audience cheering in the back, they weren't laughing at him. They were cheering for him.
Yes.
They were celebrating him. Fucking cope,
Tipster
you guys.
Definitive Tipster W.
Cope.
Absolutely.
Cope. You guys are all fucking coping. And everyone's
what? But this just speaks to the problem that we have right now. Sorry, not to step on you, but like it's just that commentary is weird, where it takes itself. It's like it wants very much to display that it doesn't take itself very seriously, but all of the major players take themselves super seriously. You know, it's just they can't take a joke.
Yeah, they can't. And the thing is, like, I can guarantee you that if they had memed on like Nick or something, like when they meme on Nick, like Nick's like that mask, that like crying mask where it's like crying, whatever.
It's a crying mask, or it's like a happy mask or whatever, and then behind it they're crying. Yeah,
they're like, oh, they called me fat on H3H3. Oh, okay, but we all saw the group chat leaks, Nick. We all saw.
You were coping and seething.
Like, bro, and I posted the cope on the timeline, and like I think it was, what was it, Echo? Let me see. Was it Echo? Yeah, I think it was Echo Tragedy. Oh, I don't know what his fucking Twitter is.
It was on the rise, man.
He was like, they were. I beg to differ. They were making fun of him. I was like, no, to you, They were, because those are the
they're
jokes
definitely
that
coping.
you guys make to
Yeah.
make fun of him. But to them, the audience fucking loves him. Holy shit.
Yeah, that
And,
audience
like,
doesn't like any of us. Why would they think
Yeah.
that? Like, why would they think the
Yeah.
way we think?
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah, they
just
don't.
don't.
They don't. They don't like any of. They don't like Nick. They don't like it. Like, they don't like any of them. And holy crap, like, everybody who is like, oh, haha, look what they did to Tipster, haha. It's like, bro, you realize that that's because that's what you want them to be thinking. You want them
Yeah.
to be like,
It's
oh,
cope.
we're making fun of, and it is absolute cope, because everyone, like, and they like, all of Chris the Narc, Bowblax, Nick. Like, if I don't know, I don't think Augie. I think Augie would have given Tipster the W, but they were like, "Oh, I cannot believe that Tipster's getting clouded off of this." And Nick's like,
Well, in how
Tipster
perfect.
thinks that he's not clouded.
Well,
but nah.
How perfect is it too? He just got off, the Spurgies happened, and he got 2 of the biggest awards. I think biggest L, and he won Spurg of the Year
And Bloodsports.
right. Oh, and Bloodsport. Oh, so he got 3. That's right.
He got
That's
3.
right. So he got
That's
3.
right.
So
The unprecedented winner of triple Spurgies, actually.
Exactly. And then to come off of that, and then to have such a, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's to me why I saw that and I just went, no, it's a W. Because like it's nothing about this is bad. Nothing about this is negative. Nobody is like, nobody's really taking the piss out of Tipster. He's doing it himself. He's amongst like people that like him, and they're cheering for him. And it's like, and it's a wholesome moment. He didn't use that to go after anybody. He didn't use that for any nefarious, like, it was just a nice, fun, funny, like, cool moment. And
they can't
that's it.
fucking stand it. None of them.
Yeah, that part's
they
pretty
can't
good. See, let me
stand
clarify.
that Tipster is doing
winning.
big things and winning. They cannot, like I said, like, Nick was like, oh, I can't believe, like, he fell flat on his face. Did he? Or do you just want that to be the narrative because it makes you feel better? Like, honestly,
yeah.
I don't think no. Just because everyone in the little community of Tipster haters was like, oh, haha, laughing and shitting on Tipster does not mean anything, because Tipster's not in the community anymore. Holy crap. So what they think doesn't matter. I'm sorry, but H3 and that whole fucking auditorium was cheering for him and loved it. And Tipster W, just fucking accept it. Get over it. Holy crap. And like, it's an adult thing to do, to give someone that you don't like a W when they've earned a W. Holy crap. And but they just can't.
He's not that bad a guy.
He's
really, I don't think he's like, he's so bad
crap
that he deserves to be exiled forever for everything.
Like, and that's the one
anyway.
thing. It's like, holy crap. Oh, wow. Tipster got mad because people were joking about him cheating on his wife and being a pedo. Holy crap. Who could possibly get mad about that? Oh my God.
Right.
And they just acted like, well, it's just jokes, guys. Like, but also we saw the group chats. We saw the group chat leaks. We all
like
know how you all
you're
really feel about
summarizing-
things deep down.
Now you're summarizing so many things, and I want to clarify. My issues with the whole thing was, one, in general, I think award shows are going down, but in particular, it was I don't even know that it was him. I think it would have been any streamer who they had streaming from his like bedroom. That was a little, I don't know, didn't feel great to me. 1, 2, I have context for Tipster as a person, and that's where my issue is coming from, where when I see him, there's a certain level of revulsion. But I also, I didn't tweet about it. I was like, okay, well, he went over, he said we didn't like him, and he took his ball and went home. There's nothing really for
No, but
me to
Gigi,
be like,
that's adult though. See, is because
Yeah.
like you pretty much were in that moment checking your biases. You were just saying like, you were like, I don't like Tipster. You're like, I don't necessarily think this is like a cool moment or whatever, but it was something you saw and then you moved on, right? But the fact that there were people out there that had that same thought that you did, but didn't take the like adult step and instead decided to go for the content brain weird thing of just being like, oh, this is actually this is pathetic. It's just like,
that's what I had issues with. It's like, bro, how is it like you're literally listening to the audience right now, in a Dolby theater. It's the Dolby Theater, and they sold out the Dolby Theater without even promo. I didn't see any promotion.
I
for
didn't see
tickets.
any promotion for
I was
it.
about to say, I wouldn't have known the Streamies even happened had other people
If it
not
weren't for
tweeted
that.
about Tipster. Yeah, I would have no
Yeah.
idea.
Exactly.
It was a
but
big
that's the
moment.
thing.
I mean, for us, I guess, for the community. Yeah, no,
That's the thing is our community thinks that everybody else thinks like us, but actually, in all the different genres and the communities that also do commentary, you know what I mean? Because there's like voice critical, and there's so and so and so and so and so and so, and they're not really related to us. But in this community, everybody else hates us. Holy crap! So, like, why would you think that anybody else thinks the same as the people in this community? They like, there's us like on this stream, but then there's like the Nicholas DeOrios and the Kristen Arcs and the Tipster haters and whatnot. Like, why do you guys think that anybody else feels the way you do? They don't, because you know what? Sorry to say it, everybody else fucking hates us. Okay? Because
Well, you know, Jessica, you brought up a point where, I mean, I now identify this community as niche commentary, right? And I
That's fair.
feel like this year we formed our own identity somewhat separate from the commentary boys, as they're known, right? Like Bowblax, Nicholas DeOrio, Turkey Tom, like they don't really play in the mud with us. So
no, they don't.
I don't know that they. So I get that we're associated with them. But that's it would be in the same way that I guess they're associated with Ethan Ralph and that like I guess, but like
it's
really
in name
differently.
And that's what I mean. Like there's those people that,
you know what?
Like, it's the commentary is dead group. The people that are like commentary is dead because Nicholas DeOrio and Augie and them aren't streaming anymore. Those are making videos anymore. Those people are really just kind of in a community of themselves, and they think that the rest of the world agrees with them. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. The world doesn't like you.
Xylee said this I guess to kind of wrap things back up, you know, to the main topic of like just talking about the year, right? There is, you know, alongside the narrative that commentary is dead and all that stuff, Xylee has been talking about this on a few different streams, and some other people have mentioned it too. But Xylee's just the person that comes to mind most recently. She said this on a Beck and a Crabs stream in a video he uploaded. You know, there has been kind of a thing where commentary has been changing. You know, I mean, I guess, I don't know if maybe it's just the nature of what we talk about in commentary, or just the nature of how tumultuous things can be in the community. I don't know what it is, but things do change. It seems like fairly regularly, or at least like very slowly in some direction. She had said that she's worried, and she thinks that things are getting worse. I think I disagree. I at least from where I sit, you know, just coming in from where I was at the very beginning of this year to now, I will say I can't say that like things have been great. I don't think it's like everything has been perfect, or even I don't know if I could even say necessarily nice or good, but I don't think it's been bad. I think things have been kind of, it's been in like we're in a time right now where I think things are changing, and like you said, the community is it's kind of becoming its own. There are certain communities that are kind of becoming their own thing, right? And so maybe it's just like that sort of like splintering off of a few different content creators and some amount of audience members into like its own separate thing. I think that might be the change that commentary has needed for a minute, is like as like maybe its own sort of reset, is that old commentary can't exist these days because of algorithmic reasons, and just because of just the way that information is kind of being broadcast these days versus how it was before. But whatever this is I think okay. And I think that like you'll always have your problem children, and they will always be the squeaky wheels that, you know, that need the grease. But for the most part, on a macro level, I think things are fine. Like I think you know, things are good, and I think things will continue to get better.
I think the biggest problem with like a lot of the like Xylee and like the Nick and the Augie and stuff, and the people that are like thinking that commentary is, you know, dead or afraid of where it's going. I think the problem happened when the topic of the drama became them and themselves. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like because you could have, like, if, like, I've been in the community for a while, and it went from, let's talk about this person who, you know, whatever. We've always talked about quote unquote spurgs. You know what I mean? Like there's always been that spurg drama, like the orbiter drama. There's always been that, right? But then it started becoming, oh, now I'm in drama with fucking technicals who used to be in this community, and now it's massive, and now I have to compete with that. Or now I'm in drama with my friend John Swan, and now I'm in drama with myself. Now the drama surrounding me, or with Edwin. You know,
can I
like,
clarify? I think where it got toxic, and I don't know because I wasn't around for a lot of this, but where it seems like it got really toxic was when it stopped being from creator to creator, and it started being from mob of people to mob of people. You know what I mean? Where it started becoming a war of armies. That's where it started getting really toxic.
Yeah, where everything just started separating. Like it became like a I kind of agree with that. Where it was just
because that we talk about. I hate bringing 2016 out because it's such a we do it all the time. But I mean, I think at that time there was a little bit more objectivity in the audience. I think that's kind of what the defining difference was that the audience of commentary at that time was very loose, and like if you could make an argument to show them like, hey, this person has done wrong here, they would legitimately be like, wow, and like they would change their minds. But now like there are some people that have audiences, it doesn't matter what they do, they're never going to go against them. And I don't think that's necessarily a fault of the audience. I think it's just the way things are, right? You know, I don't want to lay that at anybody's feet. It's just, it's a feature at this point.
So
you know,
you're actually like tapping into something that I'm like mentally circling, which is that my prediction for 2024 is it's going to get real sharks versus jets. You know what I mean? And if you're a shark, you're a shark all the way. Because I think art commentary is another group that's gonna be coming around as well. These are my predictions. I have no basis for this. Don't at me.
We can get into our predictions. Actually, that's a good idea. I like that idea.
But I think that part of the reason the community feels peaceful right now is because a lot of the kind of, as a group, as a collective, like people say commentary is not a community because we're not a community. It would be really hard currently right now to say that there aren't ideals that like we, for the most part, as a group have decided is okay, is not okay. And to your point, that does create that mob mentality. And then what happens is we get another reset. So I'm excited. I've already started beefing with everybody. I'm coming out with Badwick.
Let's go.
I blocked Pigeon Salad for no reason the other day.
What?
I'm just coming at people.
Gigi, I love that. That's actually awesome. I didn't know about that. That's awesome. I love that. Listen, I have no bone to pick with Pigeon Salad. He's I don't want him to make a snarky remark to me in a donation. But you know, I think that's awesome. I love that. I don't know why you did it, but whatever reason you did it, 100% justified.
Literally, it was literally he had joke named himself Christopher Brown, and I do not like that person. So it said
so you just went
person.
block.
No, so it said hide user, and I was like, oh, I'll just hide him, not realizing that Nerdy John had given me mod privileges, and then it was like,
oh, so you did it for his channel.
So I did it for his channel, and then I immediately messaged Nerdy John, and then Pigeon was like, how could you do this? And I was like, you know what? I doubled down. This was on purpose. We're fighting now. And Badwick had the audacity to make a tier list, and then he made ham and told me about it. Can you believe that? You believe his audacity? Could you make ham that you're not going to give to us and tell us about it? It's rude, is what it is.
Yeah. Peepers, do you have any what is it? Oh my god.
Ideas about 2024.
Predictions. Yeah, predictions for 2024.
Or do you also say commentary is dead?
how do you kill that which has no life? That's what I say about commentary.
Terminally online. Yeah.
Commentary, just like anything else, is evolving. It's changing. It's commentary used to be people writing scripts and making 10 to 15-minute little videos where they took their fellow creators to task about this, that, whatever else. That doesn't really so much happen anymore. There's a few people out there that are still doing that. Willie Mack, for example, is a great example of creators, him taking other creators and stuff to task. Then you have people like Turkey Tom that does that, but he does it in more of a documentary style because it's usually his videos are closer to an hour in length. And then you have streamers that like Tommy C. You have that stream and do things, and like you guys have mentioned before, you've got like Destiny now, Chud Logic, just to name a couple others that do the quote commentary type stuff. And now Beckett of Crabs, another person is coming into the space and doing stuff.
Yeah.
Commentary has changed. It's become more of a live format versus a recorded format, and I'm okay with that. Because I think it allows the quote commentary people who are streaming to have more interaction with their fan bases, right? And it's more. I think it definitely becomes, and there's some overlapping between communities 100%, right? But then you still have like some creators that are very loyal, or some fans that are very loyal to certain creators, and they'll like, so if they go onto another show or if they have multiple things, they're always there to watch whenever their creator is doing something. And then but they might, like if you go into the analytics, you'll see that like we share with people like Now Recording, we share with people like the broadcast, or that type of still type of demographics. So there's overlapping and stuff, but I don't think it's dead. I think it's just changing. I personally think these people who are out here claiming that commentary is dead, it's because they've quit. They give up. They quit making content.
That's exactly how I feel. Yeah.
They don't stream. They don't make videos. They don't do nothing because they've become complacent, or they become lazy, or whatever it is that they've done. They, and some of them have just grown. They're not in high school or college anymore, and they're out in the real world, and they're focused on their careers. Fair enough, fine. But don't come in here and tell me that commentary is dead, because I get up most every morning and I do a commentary stream. It may not be a great one. It may not be the most informative. It's not well edited or anything like that, but it's still a commentary stream. So kiss my grits. Commentary is not dead. It's just morphed. It's changed. Like everything has to do. Everything has to change and morph, because if it doesn't, then it dies. It does cease to exist. So, I don't buy that at all. My predictions for the future is I think this channel is going to continue to grow. I think it's going to get better because we as people are getting to know each other better, and as you get to know better, I think we will become more
well, commentary is forged in flames. I believe that 100%.
Yeah, sure.
We all get hardened by it, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think in a lot of ways,
we learn each other's weaknesses. We know when bodies are buried.
Yeah. Exactly. No, but it's not only that. It's just the nature of being here. You have. It's just you learn the experience growth. I think being in commentary is such that like you have to play catch up with the way that things work here, and you can't mess up. If you make a misstep, it's a big deal, So and I think that is as equally as much as that is scary. It's kind of like lifting weights, right? It's like the more weights you put on, if you're bench pressing, it could kill you. Like it could literally, if you fuck up, it'll kill you. But you putting on more weights is more strain, and it builds more muscle. So
The one thing that, Max, kind of going back to the beginning of this show, Max said that his New Year's resolution last year was to focus more on DMax, to allow DMax to be a priority and not an afterthought. And I think that's a really good. I think that's a really good resolution to have. But I think I'm going to have a little bit different resolution. This whole
what's
last
that?
year, what's my new year resolution?
Yeah.
This whole last year, I was I was entirely too nice. I was entirely too gracious to people that didn't deserve it. Over the last several months, I have taken some licks. Some of it is self-induced because I put myself in positions to allow myself to take those licks, and that's on me. And I take that and I own that. But I learn from it. I can tell you right now, going forward through this next year, there's not going to be any more of those. Oh well, it's just such and such, and they just no. If somebody's doing stupid things, I'm going to call them out. I seen Leia something the other day put a tweet out saying, I'm not a T channel going forward. I'm not going to talk about anybody less than 10,000 subs. Screw that. I don't give a shit if they've got 1,000 subs. I don't care if they've got 50 subs. If they're doing stupid, ignorant stuff, I'm going to call them out on their stupid, ignorant stuff and squash it from the get-go. And if it totally destroys them and they don't have a channel going forward, I don't care. There's been this thing that's said over and over and over again about how incestuous this community has become. I agree with that. There's not going to be no more quarters given, no more nothing. The nice peepaw, this wholesome peepaw thing, nah, I'm done with that. The gloves are coming off this next year, and I'm gonna, if you're out here doing stupid, ignorant stuff, don't be surprised if you wind up and you've been on a peepaw stream, and I'm calling you out for your bullshit. That's my resolution.
Fair enough.
No more Mr. Nice Peepaw. Is that what you're saying? That's what I heard.
I'm always going to be nice, but but it's not. I'm not going to be this. Oh well, it's just such and such, and they only have somebody. So who cares? No. I don't care no more.
It's the overt charitability of it is just it's seen as a weakness by some people, and they will exploit it, and that's the problem. Sorry, since you mentioned her, I don't know, I'm feeling kind of generous in this particular moment. I have a question for Jessica, actually. Jessica, do you think I should follow Leia something back on Twitter?
Yes.
I'm gonna do it.
Just do it. Just do it. She's annoying, but you just deal. You just deal. You just deal. She sometimes she gets in her moments, but then she'll reel it back. You just ignore her for the moment while she's doing it. Let me handle it. And
you know what? I'm going to, Max and I kind of talked a little bit about this. I don't know, a day or two ago or something like that.
Yeah.
And Max said this, and I think I kind of agree with this. Because a lot of times I listen to people and what they say, and then I have to let it percolate. I have to let it process, right?
Yeah.
He said that Leia something is akin to like the 2015-16 commentators.
Yeah.
The fire, the passion, the tenacity, right?
Well, I think my exact words were the piss and vinegar.
Yes, the piss and vinegar. Yes, okay, yes, that was. But and after thinking and dwelling upon it, listen, I don't always agree with what Leia something and how she handles it or whatever. But that's okay. I didn't always agree with the stuff that they did back then either. But I think she has that fire in her gut. And she calls out the bullshit. And you know what? I can appreciate that.
I can appreciate too. Recently, I've come to realize and understand that she's not worried or concerned with being wrong.
Yeah.
And I think that's not a bad thing.
She'll just straight up be like, I was like, that's such a rare thing too.
Yeah.
To see. And like
for somebody, you know what it is to be as hot as she can be with this stuff, like to be as angry and like over the top and crazy like she is. But then for her to just, the next day just be like, oh no, no. Oops. I can't like I can't dog on her that much, you know. It's just like, I mean, you know, if that's the way it's gonna be, like I guess fair enough, you know. Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's good stuff.
So,
Like she's you just
so shout outs to everybody, honestly. I mean, we're just giving shout outs to anybody who comes up at this point, but
right?
why not?
Oh
So.
man.
I think it's gonna be a fun 2024, I think.
I think so.
I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
I'm
excited.
I think 2024 is actually going to be more insane than 2023, because looking back, you know, 22, what we went through in 2022 is like, oh, it can't get no worse. And then 2023 said, come along, hold my beer. And so then we look how insane some of the stuff that happened in 2023. There was some real insanity that went on in 2023. And I think 2024 is even going to be more insane because, as I sit and I look across the battlefield that is the Twitter, that is the YouTube, that is the internet, and I see this, and it's like people are becoming more brazen. Yeah. If you go out and look at some of these, like I just saw a thing, this is just a typical thing, right? We look back, we harken back to the days of like we used to, you know, and these creators like FouseyTube and who was another one back there? They do the prank videos all the time, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
But everybody just crapped all over them, right? They just really just pooped all over them, right?
Joey Salads,
Joey Salads, another one, right? And so they kind of moved away from doing the quote prank videos and stuff, right? And then within the last, I'm gonna say, like in 2020, the end of 2022 and through 2023, you started seeing these prank guys doing stuff like on the TikTok and things like that, the quick short format stuff, right? Like the dude over in England that was like breaking into people's homes and
oh my god, yeah,
and all this stuff, right? I just
train
seen
thing and all that.
Yes, the train. Yeah, I just seen one today, or actually it was last night, where this was, I think it's Chicago, where this young man is like 19 years old, was just going up to people and assaulting them just come up behind them and sucker punching them and then, you know, stuff. And he had a buddy that was like, he was the dude that doing the assault was like 19. The dude that was filming was like 18. And now they're both facing criminal charges for this stuff, right? And there's like, oh, it's just a prank. It was just a prank.
Yeah, right.
And so that's what I'm talking about. These pranks are getting insane.
Yeah.
I mean, you go look at some of these stuff that like I did one of my shows about this last year. This girl was going into Walmart with a baseball bat and smashing televisions and got arrested. And she's like, why are you arresting me? It was just a prank. They think that they're beyond any type of, you know, legal ramifications. How many influencers this last year did we see face criminal charges and or is in either in middle of being tried or convicted or has been convicted? How many? It's just like I can't tell you how many people we've seen that are now been arrested, but I'm telling you, we've just started to see the beginnings because this dopamine fix that these people get from doing these crazy antics and stuff is just going to continue to get worse.
Because it's gonna amp itself. It has to top itself every time. It has to be surprising. So
now these parents. And I hate even using the words because I don't really think they're parents, not in the traditional sense, are using their kids in the most exploitive ways to garner clout and views. People look back at little Tay and they go, oh, how horrible. No, there's parents doing stuff with their kids today on TikTok and stuff that makes little Tay look like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, y'all.
Sure.
So I think there's going to be tons of stuff to talk about because oatmeal for brains is a real thing. And it's almost like the zombie plague. It's you know, getting infected. It's just spreading faster and faster. So that's what I think. We have plenty of things to talk about.
There's something I want to see more in 2024.
Okay.
And that's live streams from Gigi. I want to see more live streams from you, Gigi.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know
We
about
wanna see
that.
it.
I've been
We need content.
rethinking if I want to do live stream. I feel like I want to go
You
back to
can't-
that's 2016 commentary and do recorded videos. We'll see what happens. I'm not making any
Ooh,
promises.
I'd like that too.
Are-
Either
Are
way.
you going? Hang on. Are you going to do it over the Sims house? Because I think that would be kind of cool.
Oh no, that would actually be great if you made like make like a Leafy style video, or like like it could be like a Turkey Tom style video too, but just
Yeah.
do it like but the gameplay is Sims. That actually would be really I think people would dig it. I don't see why not.
Okay,
That'd be fun.
That's an idea. I have
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
thoughts. I definitely want to do some new things. But I'm also just excited to see what happens.
Fair
You know,
enough.
I just like, where are we gonna do? What are we gonna do next? What's the next argument gonna be, guys? It could be anything. There have
Oh,
been so
God.
many wackadoo stories this year. Like,
You know,
I think it's
it
gonna be
does
a fun
kind of,
year.
to be honest, it does sort of, I do have sort of a weird feeling that there is a shoe that will drop. I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know what
Yeah.
that's going to look like, but how about this? I am more than happy and more than thrilled to be here with you guys on Clear as Mud to kind of go through the mud of it and to try to see exactly how we all feel about it. And we may not all agree, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're all having a laugh and a goof and a gaff. And I think that's what makes the show good is you know, we're smart cookies and we're entertaining and you know, that's what's great about it. I totally forgot. This actually would have been a great moment for me to go into the Goblin Squad, who we love very much, but I didn't have that pulled up, and I still don't have it pulled up. Hold on, wait a second.
So Goblin Crew is Echo Tragedy.
Oh, there it is.
Joe, Mr. B, Simon Go, Voltage Mike, Mame S, Trippy Savage, K Huck, and Pigeon Salad.
Thank you
And
to our Goblin members. That's right. And
Yeah.
you can become a Goblin member today if you sign up for $9.99 a month, gain access. Well, you know, all the perks that I'm going to talk about in a second. And you get to be shouted out at the end of the videos and live streams. If you become a Mud Pie today, you can be for $4.99 a month. You can gain early access to our videos before they are live to the public. And for just $1.99 a month, you can become a Mudslinger and get into our members only chats and have priority comments underneath the videos and live streams and all that stuff. And thank you to our members, really. Actually, you know what? Yeah, big shout out to our members because we got monetized this year. And and so, like, you know, the people who are here, and you know what? Actually, screw it. Since this is probably like the last upload we're gonna do this year, I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna say every single member. I'm just gonna whether they're you know, thank you specifically to the Goblin Crew. I'll say your names again, but I'm just gonna go through everybody. So we have Alpha Russ, McMuffin, Stormeal, Victor Burns, Sarah Sausage, Hucklebuck, Beavers McWood, Nerdy John, Nuclear Winter, Jessica Pizzle, that's funny. Mad Max, Twilight Midna, Jar Dinosaur, Echo Tragedy, Joe A.K. Mr. Brain Yum Leia, Simon Goge, Voltage Mike, Mame as Trippy Savage, I Have Loved the Stars, K Huck, and Pigeon Salad. Thank you to all of our members. We really appreciate you guys. And you know, more on the way. If you guys have any thoughts or comments for us, you know, drop it down
Thank you to
there.
all our members specifically, but also I think thank you to just all of our chatters in general. Like a lot of our content came from chatters, people who did not. I mean, even just recently, people who don't really make content, and you know, it's just as much a lifeblood of this community as everyone else.
Yeah, the viewers really are. You know, that is what makes or break commentary. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good your arguments is. It's just is your audience there, and are they receptive to it? And you know, I think the numbers don't lie. I think this year has been really good for Clear as Mud, and I'm excited. I'm happy about it. You know, I'll lament this. I wish Seth was here for this moment in particular, but I very much wish that that Banana could have been here for all of this as well, because he would have been a fun person to. I'm glad he gets to be around every once in a while, at the very least. So, shout out to Banana, Mr. Banana Grabber. He's a cool dude. You know, wish I could talk to him more. So, yeah.
He's a cool dude. He always wants to know about my story. And Banana, you want to do it? Let's make it into a fucking Clear as Mud episode. Let's go. And then you could just be like, I could just gab about myself. I'm all for
It would
it.
actually be a really funny. I think that'd actually be a really funny episode because Banana is Banana and he's so he's so dry and direct.
Yeah.
And you're just like you're so fluffy and light and just kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
It would be a show. So look forward to
would be
that
a
in
very
2024. Maybe
special
we'll be able to make
episode.
it
Yeah.
happen. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Also, when I start live streaming, and I start getting members, I'm just going to just use AI, and every once in a while, I'm just gonna okay, end of stream. Let's go ahead, and I'll just click it, and it will just list off the members and be like, Peepaw, Riveter, D.max, GG, Hearts.
I could set you up. Jessica, if you really wanted, that'd be funny. Actually, we could set you up with your own voice as an AI. That would be really good.
God, yeah.
It would take a little bit of work, but we could make it work. We could make it happen.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I've been thinking about that actually. I want to do an AI of my own voice so I can make videos with it. Specifically when I have to read a paragraph of something, I'm dyslexic as hell. I'll just make the AI do it.
Yeah, there's times where I'm like, I don't want to. I'm like, how do I do this? I'm like, I want to copy and paste it and put it into Google, but then I'm like,
totally
I don't
that.
know. I'm like, yeah,
You
but
could.
oh well.
I don't think yeah. Well, next year we'll figure it out.
On that note, we're going to bring this to an end. We appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't caught on to that,
We
thank
do.
you for the new members that have joined us and subscribers to our and channel members as well. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And remember, guys, to always
Keep your cocaine dry and meet me in the bathroom.
See you 2024.
Oh boy! All right, and in the bathroom, I guess.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Whoop, whoop.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, that too.